afternoon. My name is Lady Dr. Price, and welcome back to my channel where we talk all things health and healing so that we can lead by example. So today I'm kind of doing my first video outside because it's really nice outside and it's very cold in my parents' house right now. But I thought to come on here. It has been a while. I know it's been like a couple months since I have posted any videos. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay because it's kind of noisy around here. So yeah, just wanted to give kind of some life updates. Yeah, just different things, catch you guys up on everything. So I will get right into it. The first thing is, since matching, I had matched, of course, like I said, to family medicine. Yay! Where I matched to family medicine, I had already posted about, but yeah, so just kind of an update on that. It was honestly just full transparency, it was my third choice, which, I'm still happy about. The third choice does allow me an opportunity, big opportunity in sports medicine to do a lot more of sideline games, so I'm not upset about that at all. I really look forward to being able to be on the sidelines at Spartan games because if I haven't mentioned it already, which I'm pretty sure I have, I do plan to go forward and do a fellowship in sports medicine. I think it would align more with my goals and what I want to do with the wellness center down the line, as well as like kind of a little more of a loftier goal 10 plus years down the line. I would love to volunteer for the Olympics one day. So fingers crossed for that. I'm going to be working towards that as well. In the interim, since matching, I know not everybody knows about the whole match process and everything. I do plan to do a video on that. I keep telling people about that. So that's still in the works. I just haven't gotten to it yet because just been working on getting housing for where I'm going to be at. I'm working on, which has been actually a big milestone for me. I will probably tell you all about that a little down the line because it's a good investment and financial health lesson. But yeah, that's down the line. So that has been something that I have been working on, as well as just like getting all the paperwork done. You have for after the match process, nobody really talks about it, but you have, like the background check you have to do because you are being hired for a job. So you have background checks, you have fingerprinting you have to get done. There's a lot of paperwork you have to sign. There's things that you have to do, like at least for my job, there's like a whole checklist of stuff that they have us do for training, preparing us for the onboarding process and the orientation, which for my program is 2 weeks long. I know that varies per program, but mine is 2 weeks long. So yeah, just getting all of that done. I had also finished my prior job as a simulation technician. Yeah, if you have not seen that video, please go check it out. I'm going to link it in this video as well. But yes, I finished that job not last week. Granted, it depends on when I post this or what have you, but I did finish that job up. And I have like 2 weeks in the interim, and I gave myself on purpose 2 weeks to kind of just get some rest, spend some family time, get some things done before, residency starts and everything, which has been an interesting process because everybody wants to infringe on that and get a little piece of you. So it's just kind of me taking my own protected time to do what I want to do and what brings me joy, what brings me peace in the meantime. So that's what I am working on doing. Another good financial lesson out of, what I've been doing so far is talking to a financial advisor, which, give you a quick financial tip. If you did not know, it is not available at every bank, but please go and have a sit down. If you can't do a sit down, then you can do it over the phone, but it's preferred that you can go and sit down and talk with a banker at your bank. If you have multiple banks, then go to multiple bank meetings with your bankers. It's a great idea. And find out what kind of resources that they offer or any benefits that you might be missing out on, because you never know, right? There was things even at my current bank that I didn't know that I was missing out on. And I was, I got a meeting with my banker and she told me about it. So I was able to take advantage of those, as well as even I didn't know that banks, you had a financial advisor that was available to you. Because I'm thinking, now I got a budget for trying to do the financial advisor thing. I'm a part of EYL, or Earn Your Leisure. If you haven't heard about that, please go check them out. And they talk about that sort of stuff and the importance of having a financial advisor, as well as, the book that I read. And then I have the book review for Money Master the Game by Tony Robbins. We talk about the importance of financial advisors, as well as having a specific advisor, which is a fiduciary. So that was something that I plan to work on in the next year or so. I guess because I put it out in the ethers, God was like, hey, you already have access to one, which I did not know that. So I have also been doing that in the meantime to try to get my stuff in order. And just, tell a professional what my goals are and have them like really help me structure that. So that's been very beneficial as well. And just like also in the interim, with resting and spending time with my family, I've been cooking a lot because cooking is something that brings me joy. I love doing it, and then I love being able to create plant-based meals, especially now that I'm vegan. Create plant-based meals for my family who are not vegan, and especially give that exposure to show that plant-based meals can taste fantastic. You don't have to have meat and dairy and all these things for veggies to actually taste really, really good. So I've been enjoying that as well. So far, I think the only thing that I think my dad didn't like was the chickpeas and dumplings, but I thought it was good. But yeah, so that's been something else I've been up to. Other than that, it's just also been like, mentoring either other medical students or undergraduate students who are either headed down this road, like I'm mentoring someone or a couple students actually that are going through the next residency cycle. So just kind of trying to help them through that, and then helping undergrad students and pre-med students that want to take this journey in medicine, or they're not sure if they want to take it in medicine, so they want to, talk to me about the ins and outs of all this sort of stuff. And y'all know I'm not like a gatekeeper on anything as far as, this kind of information goes. So because I didn't necessarily get it like when I was coming up through like pre-med and undergrad and stuff, like a lot of times all people will tell you is that, oh, it's a hard road, it's really hard, but then they won't really tell you like what does that mean, because as far as I'm concerned, everything is hard. I always say choose your hard. So yeah, it's just like, what hard are you gonna get? Like when you tell me that something is hard, I need to know what that means. But not everybody told me exactly what everything entailed. So I don't want to be that person, and I want to be able to be that, I guess, lighthouse for other people to say like, hey, this is what it entails, the good, the bad, and the ugly. If you still want to do it, like, I'm here for you to help you through the next steps. If not, that's cool too. But you need to know what's, everything that's involved with this, including the finances. Because nobody wants to tell you, again, people say something blanketly like it's expensive. Okay, how expensive? What does that mean? Like, what does like financial aid look like? Like your living and cost of living and everything, going to Caribbean medical school versus a U.S. medical school. I don't know much about the U.S. medical schools as much, but I can at least give my perspective on the Caribbean ones. So yeah, I've also been in mentor mode, which also brings me joy too, because again, like I said, not having it, being able to give back to others is a beautiful thing for me. I have done a couple more book reviews, so those will be coming up soon. I have finished this book called In Shock by Dr. Audish, which is, she's a critical care doctor actually in Michigan. I believe she worked for Henry Ford. Very great story. Highly recommended to everyone who is either medical school, medical student, or a resident. Even an attending, I think, would be great for everybody to read that book. But I won't do spoilers right now because I'll wait till I do the review. And then the second book I read so far has been You Deserve to Be Rich by Troy Millings and Rashad Bilal, which are the guys of EYL University. So, of course, when they came out with their first book, I had to go get it, had to go support and read it and see what it was all about. I absolutely love that book. Um, and I will be doing a review on that one as well. Highly recommend it for everybody, especially if you know nothing in finances. I think they did a great job of breaking down kind of the basics and where to get started, especially for, people of color who a lot of times was barred out of different opportunities financially, different financial education. So yeah, have a lot of different financial traumas and stuff that was passed down through the families. I think it'd be very beneficial if that sounds like you. Again, I won't go into the details of the book until I do the book review. But yeah, I think that's the only other book that I have read. I did start reading Medical Apartheid because I've been saying I was going to read that book for a while, but it ended up expiring on me on my library app. And somebody else was holding it. So now I have to wait until like next month or something when I can get it. So I'm going to get another book in the meantime. The other update, I have started my lock journey, this is my second set of locks. I had locks for 5 years. Prior to this, I had combed out that set and stayed loose natural for almost 2 years, I think. Yeah, I think it was almost 2 years. But I decided to go back to locks again because of residency and other things that I'm working on. I thought time-wise it would make more sense for me to go back to locks, to not spend so much time on my hair. And, I love locks anyways, right? So my two favorite hairstyles is frozen locks, so I'm not mad at it. But yeah, I'm gonna miss my loose hair for a while, but excited to start this new lock journey. I've already counted mine and I think I got like 81 locks, which is way less than I had the first time because I had like 119 or 112 of them last time. So they will be quite a bit thicker, which I'm looking forward to because it'll take me less time to retwist because I do this myself. I do my own retwists and stuff. I didn't start this set. The last set I didn't start either. The last set I had a loctician start for me because I'm not the best person to try to part my hair and do all that stuff. I'm just not the best at it. I can twist and everything, but yeah. So the first set, I had a loctician start it for me, and she started those with comb coils. This set I had, just because I'm so sentimental like that, I had my sister-in-law and niece start them. So they, did the parting and the twist, and I think they did an absolutely lovely job. I think it's so cute. And then I'm retwisting it myself every month. I did my first retwist like a week ago. Yeah, I want to say like a week ago. So they're already, fuzzy and everything, looking cute. I will keep y'all posted on that as I go along. The best way to keep up with me, especially as things get a little busier in residency and everything, because I will continue to post here. Of course, it's not going to be every week like I was doing before. But at the same time, I don't want to make this a job for me. I want to be able to add value to other people's lives here, give them some different perspectives, give them some information, all of my viewers here. So I will continue to do this, but it just won't be as regimented for right now. But the best way to keep up with me outside of YouTube is to go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or even Threads. My handle is Lady Dr. Price, which that's LADYDR, and then a space and PRICE. That's the best way to keep up with me. I post stories on there pretty regularly, and I do post like maybe every couple weeks or so on like different things that I cook or different thoughts, motivations, things like that. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, please go and follow me on there. But I do want to hear if you have stayed this far to the end of the video. I appreciate it. Just want to see, kind of check the pulse of y'all, see how y'all are doing. Is there anything that y'all are proud of that you want to share? Then comment below. We are halfway through 2025. So if there are New Year's resolutions or goals that you had for this year and you are doing well with them, or even if you're not doing well with them and you need a little motivation or even some tips on how to do better on your goals, let us know. Let me know in the comments below. I look forward to hearing them, and I will see you later, love.